Outlander has some of the best characters out there, who you can't help but empathize and cheer for. But at the same time, the show also had its share of characters who we just don't like as much. And today we're talking about Outlander fans admitting that they just can't stand this idiotic character and why. Outlander will be returning sometime this year, and as much as fans are excited to see the return of Katrina Balfe and Sam Heughan as Claire and Sam Fraser, unfortunately they're not that excited and even conflicted to see the pair's daughter, Brianna Fraser, played by Sophie Skelton. Now why is that? Since the 4th season of Outlander, many fans aren't too pleased with Brianna's extended stay in the series, and that's solely because of her irresponsible choice to go back in time. As soon as Brianna knew her mother was a time traveler earlier in the book, Brianna decides to follow Claire through the stones at Cranadon, back to Scotland in the 1700s. I mean, girl, you could have paused and given it a long, hard minute of thought before doing it. Now, as soon as she time traveled, it didn't take long before her future husband, Roger Mackenzie, played by Richard Rankin, to follow suit. By the way, at the time he clashed with Jamie and John Bell's young Ian a lot because of a misunderstanding. And when I tell you fans of the show absolutely hated her, I mean it. There's a whole Reddit thread out there that's just downright slamming Brianna. Redditor U Leadwords 1108 even wrote how they started hating Brianna back in the 1900s, but fortunately for them, she didn't have many scenes. However, her character is now hogging most of the spotlight, much to this Redditor's annoyance. She acts like Jamie and Ian did something terrible, when it was 10,000% a misunderstanding. U Leadwords 1108 wrote on the thread, "To be upset is understandable, but she holds it for way too long and takes it too far." Soon enough, this Redditor was joined by many others who shared the same dislike for Brianna. Apart from not thinking things through and feeling hatred over Jamie, more fans have spoken up about how they hated how Brianna took offense to Jamie's warning. And by that, we mean the thing where she's a single mom in the 1700s. Imagine the outrage. God forbid we let a single mother live peacefully. I mean, come on. These Redditors have a point. Plus, Brianna's raised by historians too, so she should know this well enough. The original post has some pretty valid points. Jamie stressed to Brianna that she can't be a single woman with a child. But your girl took that personally and got offended. It's the 1700s. It's not as if it's as progressive as it is today. Seriously, Brianna, think. What's worse is that she's shocked to learn people back then weren't as accepting. It looks like Claire and Jamie failed at educating her on this part. But nah, they did their best. It's Brianna who chose ignorance. I understand standing up for what's right, but you also need to be smart, the original post continued. And let's not forget that she slaps Jamie and Ian as if physical violence is okay, but suggesting she needs to marry is not. Even though the world has changed over the past 200 years, this fan believes that Brianna should have adjusted to the new attitudes and had already accepted the surroundings. Fortunately, her initial arguments with her father Jamie didn't persuade her to go back to the present. At the end of Season 5, they attempted time travel, but after realizing they had discovered their forever home, they settle in Fraser's Ridge. Honestly, we're just hoping that they give Brianna a better arc come Season 7. So, with the series ending soon, you'd think they've already wrapped up all the loose ends from the previous seasons. Wrong! This is why a lot of fans are upset that ending the series in Season 8 rules out Jamie's potential storyline. Many people question how the explanation for Jamie Fraser's ghost and the Forget-Me-Not flowers would be handled before Season 7 even debuted. Viewers may remember the peculiar scene from Season 1 where Tobias Menzies' character, Frank Randall, thought he spotted a shadowy figure observing his wife Claire Fraser. The author of the original books, Diana Galbadon, verified it was the spirit of Claire's future husband Jamie, solving one of the biggest mysteries in the series. But the thing is, Jamie was a Highlander in 1743, whereas the couple was in 1945. So did Jamie just time travel?
And jumping on the swing shift all night, turning out my quota. All right, now I'm beat right down to the side. Gotta catch myself some righteous knot. So milkman, keep those bottles quiet. Milkman, stop that great ain't riot.
Can you turn that bloody thing off, please? So noisy here.
I thought he couldn't. As we all know, Claire accidentally time traveled, which is how she met and eventually fell in love with Jamie in the first place. Many fans were worried that the final season might not address Jamie's ghost. Fans have long speculated about how he ended up in the future, and what better platform to discuss this issue than Reddit? One of the first to bring up this concern is Redditor You A Little Punchy. The said Redditor posted on the fan page with concern after it was revealed that the show would wrap up after season 8. I mean, at the first sight of trouble, turn to the internet, right? I guess we won't get the full circle on screen explaining Jamie's ghost, the forget-me-nots at the grave, etc., they said. But another Redditor remains positive and wrote back that there's a chance the mystery would be solved as soon as Diana Gabaldon finishes the last book. But what does the Outlander author have to say about it? The 10th volume in the popular novel series, which will reportedly reveal the truth regarding Jamie's ghost, is now being written, according to the popular book author. She gave readers some background on the untitled book back in May and revealed that she had just started book 10 and that it would take a while. Of course, many fans claim that there's a low chance that the TV adaptation will show how the series will end, ahead of the final book's release. But we can all hope, right? Remember Game of Thrones? Though, honestly, we wouldn't want to wish that kind of ending for Outlander. On the bright side, even if Outlander may be drawing its curtains, there is a lot more to look forward to in their universe, since a spin-off is in the works. Though the only downside of this is that it won't feature Jamie and Claire. This time, Jamie's parents, Ellen and Brian Fraser, will be the subject of the spin-off, Blood of My Blood. Jamie often talked adoringly about his mother to Colum and Dougal Mackenzie, Ellen's brothers, even though they weren't in the original series. Fans could take solace in the fact that Season 7 will air in the summer, even though a release date for the prequel and Season 8 has not yet been determined. But between you and me, before the showrunners could proceed with the spin-off, they better do their damn best in creating Season 7. Because word on the street is a lot of fans are already dropping the series. And you know why? The show has recently featured a lot of extremely upsetting scenes of Claire, Jamie. The majority of the key characters endured serious TV over the course of its 6-season run. I thought this was all romance and good vibes, and maybe some steamy scenes. If you're one of the loyal readers of Diana Gabaldon's novel series, then maybe you're aware and even prepared for this. But for the casual TV viewers, heck no. So Outlander Season 7 better bring back the allure of the previous seasons. And this has been today's video of Outlander fans admitting that they can't stand this idiotic character and other related news.